invited to the cool person parties. I was there.
Did you ever
right?
hear anything?
Not those parts. So not me directly, but it's my ex-wife actually she was a model in New York, and like she was really good friends with Kim Porter, who was Diddy's wife, the one who died at 47 from pneumonia, and I was like,
that's what they
when
said.
that happened, she called me, and this was a couple years ago now, maybe not even, a couple years ago, and she called me like, something's up with that. I go, what do you mean? She's like, oh, dude, Kim used to tell me like. It was a bad, like, there's a lot of weird shit that I didn't even know that, like, but they were like, they'd do photo shoots together or whatever. They were sort of friendly. Like, they'd hang out. Like, we'd see them out downtown, and like, I'd hang out with her. Not so much with, I think it was already sort of over there, but like, she was really afraid of him. And it.
Really?
Yeah. Like, this goes back years. And so, like, and she was having these conversations with my ex. I was like, I don't know what, like.
A lot of people believe that whatever happened there happened with the woman afterwards, which was Cassie. And supposedly.
No, like I said, like, you sort of don't think about these things until now. You go back and you're like, holy crap. Like, I distinctly remember when Vanessa was like, calls me and was like, hey, man, Kim Porter died. I go, what? Like, we saw her like a couple of weeks, whatever it was, and she goes, yeah, man, she was sort of always in fear of something happening. And I was like, maybe it's natural, but like, not a lot of people die at 47 of pneumonia. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, wow. Especially people who, obviously good shape.
There's a shit ton of rumors.
Again, and I'm actually not trying to fuel any kind of rumor, but I definitely, like, that's a conversation I had. Like, someone who knew her well, was like friend, like they text, like, was like,
something.
She was like, she's like, something. She did not believe that was just natural.
That's the odd thing about that, because, and I guess that's also, it kind of leads into, some people are saying, hey, he's a Jeffrey Epstein of hip hop, and then also when it comes to that, people are like, well, did no one know until it got too late?
That's the problem. I think so many people, like, they always tried to do this thing, again, they did it with me with Jeffrey Epstein. It was nonsense, right? They tried doing it with my father because, like, he lived in Palm Beach and he came to Mar-a-Lago in the early 90s. Like he was literally thrown out of Mar-a-Lago in the early 90s. Like, he was like a member. And my dad's like, no more, you're out. Because, like, there was these rumors, and he was like, I just don't want to be a part of that.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they called him, like, in the bathroom.
Well, no, but he was trying to pick up, like, girls that worked in the spa. And he was like, no more of this shit. Like, you're out. So
leave my workers alone, man. Get out of here, man.
Yeah, so there was always something about him that we never quite... So he threw him out in the early 90s, but that's why it's so odd that even after he went to jail for, like, being a pedophile, like, went to jail for it. Not, like, innuendo or, like, rumor. Like, the guy went to jail. He comes out, and he's having dinner with, big media personalities and Bill Gates. And it's like, no, but here's the one. You notice how it's always the one picture with him and Trump? There's one picture of them together. And they're like, it's like from 1992. And they're like, they were great friends. I'm like, how come you don't tell the rest of the story? How come you don't talk about the other guys that were friends with him in 2017 after all of that shit?
Right? That I watched like the documentary. That was even spooky where they're like, the first time he goes into court and when he gets caught with something, and they're like, that court proceeding is like wiped from the record. You can't even find it.
It's just gone. You know what I mean? And so,
is that rich privilege, or is that like, hey, listen?
No, that's more. That's like he's got shit on people privilege, and like as long as they're working that, like it feels to me like there's no way he wasn't working for someone. Whether that's there's the people say, oh, he was working for Mossad in Israel, and he was basically there setting up powerful people, right? Setting up powerful people, get them in a compromising position. Whether it's Prince Andrew or one of these people, like get them. Hey, we got a picture of you with an underage girl. Now you work for me. It feels more like that than anything. And then, he got too far, so he was no longer useful or whatever it may be, and that's when they take him out. But like,
Candace Owens said